we've been getting a lot of requests to share our thoughts on the recently concluded Ultraman Rube or RB series. And we have to say that we're gonna start off with what we thought about the overall concept of having two Ultraman. Then we're gonna go to what we like and don't like about the show, and finally our verdict. So first up, the concept. And I think we mentioned this earlier when the show was first teased and finally we saw the first few episodes. We were really excited of having two Ultra Brothers in one show, because it's been a while having two Ultraman in one show, right? So we were really excited. And when we first saw the cast of Yuya Hirata and also Ryosuke Koike playing both brothers, those two guys were great. They were very believable as brothers, and they had great acting chops as well. They didn't seem unbelievable at any point of the show. And the other cast member that we really like as well is Mr. Motoke Fukami, who played Makoto Aizen. He is pretty much the antagonist in the first half of the show, and later becoming the comic relief. So we kind of like him because he was really funny, and there was one episode where he was replaying the entire Ultraman R fight scene together with the kaiju. That was really funny, and that's what we like about the show. The concept was great, we have great cast. So let's get to what we don't like about the show. Now, what we didn't like about the show, well, most of the time Ultraman fans, young and old, love to watch the fight scenes between Ultraman and the kaijus, right? But in Ultraman RB or Rube, the fight between the both Ultraman brothers throughout the entire season, it was just so laughable. They're always so weak, and they always have so much challenges in defeating any kaiju, and that was what really got us frustrated. You pretty much look forward to Ultraman as a beam of light. He's strong, he's able to take down monsters and kaiju, sometimes with some help from other Ultra brothers, but the Ultraman Rube fights are just a joke. And I have to say that I was quite disappointed with how the battle scenes are planned out for the show. Well, maybe this show is really meant for a younger audience, but this time around Ultraman Rube fight scenes and battle scenes were really that bad, yeah. And secondly, when you look at the henshin sequence, right, from both Katsumi and Isami Minato, when they transform into Ultraman, the transformation sequence was so long, it was quite blatant that Bandai is trying to sell some merchandise. I think that's fine, because overall that is the whole point of the show. But for the entire sequence to run close to more than almost 2 minutes, it was just really laughable. It just got really bored looking at how those two guys transformed to Ultraman. So that's the henshin part. And of course, when they transform into their final ultimate form, I think it was quite laughable as well when Kasumi is the one doing all the action while Isami Minato is at the background doing some fake ass hand movements, trying to also at the same time henshin together with his brother, but he's not holding any merchandise or henshin device. So it kind of make you think that the designers of the show or the toys didn't really think out properly how can two brothers really henshin with only one henshin device. So that was quite disappointing. And for us, finally, the second part of the show, the antagonist, Ayane Kinoshita, who played Saki Mitsuragi, she was pretty much, how do I say, a newbie to writing scene, I would say. She really was not believable as the antagonist, and she looks way too young to be the bad person in the show. So you kind of feel like, oh man, can I really believe that this young little girl is the main antagonist in the show? So it kind of throws off the entire believable villain. Without a believable villain, you really can't have a believable superhero as well. So that was a few points of what we really didn't like about the show. And one other side thing to note as well, if you follow the show religiously like us, you will notice that they did mention that the Ultra Brothers of Rube were from planet O50 instead of M50. So they are from a different planet from the Ultra Brothers, Ultraman family. So I'm also kind of confused with that aspect as well. So all in all, what is Ultraman Rube about and who was it for, right? I think ultimately Ultraman Rube tried a new perspective, a new way to approach the show. They went with a family comedy approach. So the entire show was all centered around family. From the Minato's family to the Misuragi's family, and also, you know, discovering of the Minato family for their long lost mother. So it was all about family comedy, a lot of great comedic moments from Makoto Aizen, and also some funny parts during the battle from Ultraman and also Kaiju as well. So that was what it was all about. Ultraman Root was not meant to be a serious fight as what we've gotten from Ultraman Jit or Ultraman Orb, but this time around you get, while a more matured cast, but still the team overall was really meant for younger kids this time around. So all in all, I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I will rate the series on a 6 out of 10 because I really wanted to like this show. I really love the entire concept of having two Ultra Brothers in one show. Great comedic moments from Makoto Aizen as well, but all in all, the fight scenes, which is what we are looking for, was just really that bad. And the antagonist, the main antagonist, was really not believable. Putting a young girl such as Ayane Kinoshita, it just kind of falls apart. That's what we think, yeah? So we're kind of hoping that the movie is going to be a lot better. But for now, I think the series overall is really meant for a really younger audience. So kind of a missed opportunity for Tsuburaya, I would say, this time around. Hopefully in 2019 we will get a better series from Tsuburaya, and hopefully not any more clumsy long ass henshin from Tsuburaya and Bandai as well for 2019. So that's our verdict and review for Ultraman Root. Let us know what you think about the show. I'm sure a lot of you have watched the show and you have your own personal thoughts about the show. Let us know in the comment section down below, and thank you for watching and subscribing to our channel.